same speech to all we used to go and do these amazing band instrument donations, and we would, we'd go to the schools and we want to have an assembly. If you get the kids in there, we would open that curtain, and you didn't have to encourage them; they would just go berserk, and it was fantastic. But it all started. I was in sixth grade in elementary school. I was actually in the last sixth grade class before they changed, put sixth grade in middle school. But the local music company came and gave it a musical aptitude test, and guess what? Everybody had musical aptitude because they wanted to rent you an instrument. And so I was all excited. I came home, had a sheet of paper, and little Bobby wanted to, it was like $25 to rent a used trumpet for me. And back, very humble means, and $25 for my family was not doable for a month in our family budget. That's my mother, that's her at the top, we see her little Christmas costume on. She's an incredible bargain shopper. She bought me a beat up cornet at a yard sale for $15. And so I played that instrument and all through high school, and later I ended up buying one, interestingly enough, at an old school downtown pawn shop for maybe $60 or $70. And so anyway, I was at the store one day and I looked up on the wall, I saw these instruments, and it just dawned on me there's probably tons of kids that were in the shape my family was, or even worse. And so we called up the local school system and said, I've got these instruments, I want to donate, and that's how it started. And I lost track, but I think we would give 100 instruments to a school. We went to middle school, that's where the kids started. And we give 100 instruments and a couple $1,000 because you do pawn shop instruments, they need adjusting and stuff. So we did that and started, and I think we ended up giving thousands of instruments and $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 in cash. But it was good for us. It was good for the PR. We unfortunately, you say don't toot your own horn, but we actually hired some PR people to help us because you've got to, in the pawn shop business, everybody knows you've got this stigma, this stereotype that is almost impossible to get rid of. And so you've got to point the finger, look, we're not the bad guys. Look how nice our stores are. Look what, the great things that we're doing, giving back to the community. And that paid back, just. You can actually look on YouTube. I didn't even know it when I was looking for something. There's tons of news stories. People put them on YouTube. I think it's the TV station and stuff.
Or our employees did. Actually, our employees did more than anything. The people that we invited to go are, on this is Bob's vision on this. And when I walked in, he was already doing it. And then we took it from there. I mean, we brought the newest people in our company that were in the market. We wanted them at these things. When you went there, you walked in not knowing what was going to happen. And I know Billy Haywood is at this conference, and Billy was visiting us. We were sharing ideas, and Billy was visiting us one day, and he got to go through a band donation. I said, "You're going with me to a band donation? What's about?" I said, "Oh, you're going to love this." And he got to see this whole experience. That when you walk out of there, I would walk out with chills of watching. Some of these schools were very, very poor schools, and this one school we walked into, 5 people were using the same trumpet. They all had their own mouthpiece, but they just would share it and they would play. That's how unfortunate poor the school was. And this little girl came up to me and said, "Hey, are you guys taking these with you when you leave?" "What do you mean?" She goes, "Yeah, the last guys that did this, they took it all with them." I said, "Well, you get to keep this."
Wow.
And she just started crying and hugged us, and we were like, "Okay."
Well, it's meaningful, and that's why there's more coming soon. You'll hear Bob talk more about that in the session.